Hola Sagittarius says this is your mid-month reading for August 2018, the period of August 15th to August 31st. I'm on location, so sometimes the camera gets a little bit shaky. I'll try not to shake too much. Is it getting shaky? Oh well. We'll just have to deal with it because I know you guys want these to come out and I want to do them. Alrighty, so keep in mind this is a general reading. It can apply to love, finances, business, career, family, what have you, however it resonates. If it does resonate, consider a personal reading. My rates and info are below in addition to my email. So that's all in the description box. Just shoot me an email. We can go ahead and make that happen. Things I always like to mention, my 2018 Sun Moon readings are up. So look up your Sun Moon sign and check out your behavioral traits in addition to your predictions for 2018. It doesn't matter when you see it. When you see it is when you were meant to view it. Also, keep in mind my compatibility readings are going up. They're going up slowly. It's my labor of love. I want it to like turn into like a matchmaking thing where you guys go in and make comments and then maybe like, you know, meet each other. And then what else? I'm on the Instant Go app if you need a quick answer to a quick question. So just send me a text only at this time. Otherwise, let's get to your reading. Holy Spirit, angels, divine guides, universe, can you please provide your truth, your wisdom, your clarity, and your insight for Sagittarius for the last 2 months of August 2018? Can you please show us the energies that they passed out of, what they can expect the last 2 weeks of August, and how they will be moving out of August into September? Please grant me the objectivity to read these cards as they're intended to be read and say your messages as you intend them to be said for Sagittarius for the month of the last 2 weeks of August 2018. Okay, so Holy Spirit angels, can you please show me previous energies? That's Lord. I feel like I'm doing sloppy shuffling today. Previous energies that Sagittarius has come out of. Okay, we have the Page of Wands in the reversed. Move that over there. Can you please show me what energies they can expect the last 2 weeks of August? Okay, we had the Six of Cups in reversed. And then popping out, moving out of September, going into August, we have the Two of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, I see a lot of stuff. First thing I see is a situation that's out of your control. Second thing I see is clinging to the past, and a little bit of nostalgia. And the third thing I see is you guys really struggling to make ends meet, being very overwhelmed, okay? So let's start with this, okay? We had the Page of Wands in reverse. Page of Wands is communication breakdown when it's in reverse. You know, you not being able to find your voice, somebody not listening, has you in a position where you're a little bit out of control. This could be in any kind of arena. It could be within work. It can be within a relationship. You know, and you're also dealing with somebody, you can be dealing with somebody that's very immature, or you feel that the person that you're dealing with is behaving, I'm kind of saying the same thing, behaving in an immature way. So I said it in that way because it could very well be like, say, an organization or where you are at your job, and whoever the people are, they're in charge. You just think, you know, or the conversations that are going on or the negotiating, it's just very childish, okay? And you're just kind of, you want to insert yourself into it. You want to have an opinion. You want to be heard, but you're kind of getting brushed aside, or like, you know, people, you're unable to be a factor. Your opinion doesn't end up being part of the big picture, okay? So that's what I feel like your energies prior to the last 2 weeks of August. And it could also be within a relationship. You're just dealing with someone that's really mature. You try to communicate with them. And, you know, I always say with this card, my typical thing I always see is a child putting their fingers in their ears being la 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 la, I can't hear you. So it's either you or the other person. I like to think that, you know, people that look at these readings do works in progress and doing the best they can. So often I think it is the other person you're dealing with, or, you know, they just won't communicate with you. And it's such an immature, childish level. You're just having a lot of frustrations, not being able to, you know, make a difference, so to speak, okay? Now we move into the last 2 weeks of August, okay, the Six of Cups. So a lot of you are going back to a point in time. The cat here is looking, I always like this because he's looking back in a bubble of like this 1940s farmhouse or whatever. So you're having a hard time letting go of a point in the past. A lot of nostalgic memories are coming around. This can often be the card of, you know, I think we're in retrograde right now. Yeah, I think so. I mean, I'm sorry, I didn't look it up before I did these readings, which I usually do, but I'm pretty sure we are. So you might be going in the past or just thinking fondly of somebody in your past. Some of you might be reconciling with somebody from your past. You might be going back to a point in time. Sometimes this card to me in reverse is about avoidance. You're going back to a point in time where things were better, and rather than dealing with your current situation, you're thinking back to when you had more money or when you were at a better job, or, you know, but using it more like a method of trying to escape things, you know, having rosy ideas or something like that. I'm going to mention for some of you with these two cards in combination, some of you out there might be having problems with your children. The Six of Cups can be disciplinary issues with children. And of course, over here, we talked about that immature childlike energy of a child that just won't listen to you. So you could very well be a parent in the last 2 weeks of August and the energies around it, or at least prior to, and the last 2 weeks of August, or dealing with a problematic child, you know, trying to get them on the same page, trying to straighten them up, and or just trying to discipline them, and they're just out of control, okay, or out of your control. And no matter what you say or do isn't going to kind of correct this. Or it seems to be working, sorry. Now, here we go to the Two of Pentacles moving August into September. The Two of Pentacles in reverse is really struggling, and you're working really hard. You're overwhelmed. You're having difficulty with finances, so you're struggling, really struggling to make ends meet. Some of you might be working for an unreasonable boss. Some of you might be in a relationship where somebody is over demanding and they demand a lot from you, not just in terms of responsibilities in the relationship, but they like to spend money, so you're working very hard to keep up with their champagne purse tastes. But whatever it is, the Two of Pentacles is the card to me. You're trying to appear very calm on the surface, but underneath, it's my duck analogy, where ducks look very calm on the surface, but underneath, you know, their feet are just paddling wildly away to stay afloat. And I feel that's what's going on with the Two of Pentacles as you move into September. So I still get with Sagittarius, a lot of stuff is about your work situation or finances at this time. I'm getting a little bit of love in there. Like I said, a past love interest, but let's see what's going on. Let's dig a little deeper, Sagittarius. Okay, so we have the Page of Wands in reverse. Can you please provide clarification on the Page of Wands in reverse for Sagittarius? Energies prior to the last 2 weeks of August. Who is this person? What is this energy? And what additional messages do you have for the Page of Wands? Person, personality, perspective, additional energies, the Emperor. Okay, so okay, so we have the Emperor, we have the Queen of Cups in reversed, Knave of Swords. Okay, so there is a lot going on here. Remember we were talking about the immature energy, communications going on. This could be a boss. We have the Emperor card here. That guy's the boss man. So I'm feeling like whoever you're having a problem with, it's somebody who is in charge, or it is somebody who's acting like they're in charge. Okay, they're trying to stay on top of things. They like things in a certain way. I still feel like it's a little bit out of control. I feel like no matter what you try to say in regard to this, it's not going to change this person's opinion. It's not going to change the Emperor is a very strong force, and you know, he's kind of very set in his ways. He likes things a certain way. He can be tolerant to other opinions, but he's more like, okay, yeah, I'll factor that in, but this is what we're really going to do, okay? And we need to do this because of X, Y, Z. And the Queen of Cups in reverse kind of has your emotions all over the place because of this. It's affecting you negatively. Out, please. Sorry, my daughter just walked in. She tends to do that without even knocking. So the Queen of the Queen of Cups in reverse, you're having a really hard time with your emotions at this time. That's what I feel like. They're all over the place. You can't get in control of your emotions because I feel like this person's creating an energy and it's affecting your emotions negatively. They could also be draining you. You know, you might be trying to placate this person or whatever. I feel like there's a resolution you're trying to come about, but no matter what you do, you're unable to do so. So I feel like there's also frustrations that come along with these negative emotions. An inability, feeling passive, like you can't, you know, I keep on getting out of control, out of your hands, that kind of stuff while you kind of watch this person. Knave of Swords is you some of you, there might be a new contract. This might be kind of what's going on in regards to this. There might be talks going on regarding a new contract, and you're observing, you're waiting, you're watching, you're kind of seeing how the chips are going to fall in regards to this. This person might be in charge of that. The immature energy might be, childish energy might be in charge of it. And I feel like you guys are very uneasy about how this is going. So I find you being, you're waiting on information. You're curious about what's going on. You're trying to find the truth in this. You see where this is headed. I need to talk in the past tense because this is before the last 2 weeks of August. So I think that's what you guys were kind of doing. And you're also being very careful to think before you talk, I feel like, for some of you, because you kind of learned that when you spoke before, it fell on deaf ears. So you're being really careful about what you say, how you interject. And again, this can be in regards to anything. This Emperor could very well be somebody in a relationship, that very like strong power. All right, so let's move on to the Six of Cups here. I'm feeling like this reading can go a lot of different ways. I'm going to have a hard time titling this. Can you please provide clarification on the Six of Cups? Who is this person? What is this energy? Additional messages, please, for the Six of Cups for Sagittarius. Last 2 weeks in August. Who is this person? What is this energy? Additional messages, please, for the Six of Cups in reversed. It drives me nuts that my daughter cannot knock. She is 10 years old, and she has an inability to knock. I know you guys are like, okay, that was random. No, but it is. I mean, she just has to learn. That's someone who needs to learn boundaries and respect them. I'm working on it. Okay, Six of Cups in reverse with Sagittarius. Who is this person with energy? Additional messages, please, for the Six of Cups. Person, personality, perspective. Tower card in reversed. Okay. It's weird because I feel like they're showing me different windows. Almost like this is like a business, career, company, organization thing, and here I think this is more personal. And very well, that could have been your focus here prior to the last 2 weeks of August, and now we get into more of a personal thing here, or a love thing, a relationship thing. King of Pentacles in reversed. Okay, so this is what I'm getting. So with this Six of Cups, there is someone, either you're returning to someone in your past, they've returned to you. You had a previous relationship with this person, and the Tower card in reverse tells me that everything kind of fell apart. It was disastrous when you were with this person before, is what I immediately got. And with the Tower reverse, but you realize why it had to be this way. So everything fell apart for a reason, but now you're seeing that it had to fall apart, because if it kept on going the way that it was going, it would have been like a total disaster. The Tower reverse is averting a disaster, avoiding a disaster by having it fall apart probably before you even wanted it to, okay? But it had to happen to clear out all of the bad energy. And the Judgment card, and I feel like some of you with this person are like, could it be possible? I mean, with the Judgment card too, the Judgment card is a card of reconciliation. So you're sitting there and you're reconsidering. Now that this is new, this is fresh energy. You're looking at this person with different eyes, okay? You're going back to the good times and remembering the good times and kind of washing away the bad with this Tower card. But the Judgment card has you you're assessing things and you're having a wake-up call in regards to this. I feel like a good way to look at this, you're looking at this situation with fresh eyes. Both of you are kind of looking at it with fresh eyes, okay? But we have the King of Pentacles here in reverse, and I feel like financially, you're thinking about your finances, okay? Because over here we see you struggling with it. The King of Pentacles is about being a workaholic and overspending and gambling. I mean, I don't think your finances are in a good place right now. And I want to mention with this other person, I'm getting that they're a little bit of the King of Pentacles, as in they don't understand the value of money or how much things cost, and you're kind of thinking back a little bit. You are, being nostalgic, but you also need to remember, I feel like this person affected your finances somehow, or that they overspend and you've had to work really hard. You're not in a financial position right now where you feel like you can have a relationship with this person, or you feel like this person is going to drag you down in regards to finances, and you're not in a good situation right now in regards to that. Okay, so the Two of Pentacles, I see you still struggling as you go into September. Can you please provide clarification? I think whatever happens back here is going to determine I feel like, again, decision regarding a contract, moving, you know, a company, what is it? A company not redeveloping, restructuring, or, you know, and there might be layoffs, and I feel like you want that to all pan out before you figure out what you do with this person. I'm getting champagne purse. You know, the, what is it? Champagne taste. Something pocketbook. What is that? Champagne taste. Pig pocketbook? Oh, you know, I got to Google that. Put it up in the comments if you know what it is. Champagne taste. Pig pocketbook. There's another word for pig. All right, whatever. Okay, Two of Pentacles in reverse. Who is this person? What is this energy? What additional messages do you have for the Two of Pentacles in reverse as Sagittarius moves into September? Personality, perspective. The Magician. Well, that's good. The Three of Swords. I don't know. Yeah, I'm going to pull this out from the back because it was like kind of flipping. All right, so I feel like you decide moving into September, whatever this situation is, this person that you're involved with, I feel like you start having the same problems. I feel like there's financial strain. You're saying to yourself, it's not going to work out. The Three of Swords indicates to me you end up breaking up with this person. They end up breaking up with you. You guys end up going your separate ways. There's pain associated with it. Of course, it's not an easy breakup. I think it goes back to what you had with the Tower with them. And the One of Wands in reverse indicates to me that this thing, it really, you thought it had a good start, you thought it would work out this time, but it doesn't work out. Somebody rejects the other person, or else it's a false start, and you kind of realize, you know, it was a good run, but, you know, it's not going to work out, is what I feel like in September. And then moving into September, and then the Magician card here says to me that you're going to move forward. I almost feel like you need to put people and love on the back burner for right now, because you need to come up with a better plan. You need to come up with something new. You need to manifest something new. I think whatever the contract, the restructuring, whatever the loss is, and the Three of Swords could be job loss, actually. You know, and you having hope in something, or hoping that something was going to work out in regards to this, and it didn't. Okay, so it could go the relationship way, it could go in regards to this other thing. And here you are in this position where, crap, I got to make a lot of money now. I'm struggling. I really need to make ends meet. So with the Magician card, what you're doing is you're trying to figure out, okay, what are my skills? What can I do? Okay. How can I turn my visions into reality? I can't do this anymore. So what do I have that I can move forward? I can create this new beginning in something. What's tangible? What's the plan that I can do to wave this magic wand and make this new career happen, this new beginning happen? This thing that I've always wanted to do, how can I have it make money for me? Or, you know, if this is a love relationship with, how can I, you know, get new love into my life? One that's going to work, somebody that's compatible for me, somebody who, you know, has the same values as I do, not a big money spender, but, you know, somebody who's modest. Okay. So that's what I see for you guys. So definitely leave comments. Always like to see the comments, because, you know, us as tarot readers, we kill ourselves to get as many messages as we can, but it's great for us to see the stories in the comments, and I definitely read all of them. They really mean a lot to me. So I'm going to go ahead